Mamma Chema Quaba Sikka Kase3 9.5 and a pan on Sikka Kase3 and a Jorda Cotonima was Tasso, your Nuncro, Yadabadi, and Yasina Daroma. And now what the Achaya now watch for a BMO at the Assumian. And a payment when some of the second fear matrasi, maybe can at the Asumia Kase3 Kwakusu Information Center. And information centers are who do so about for SikkaFMonline.com. Africana Radio in Modern Ghana Kase3 or Facebook Live, Sikka FM 895 Live, YouTube is Sikka FM 895 Official. TikTok and Twitter and as Sikka FM. And a payan sama me deba sum no de ma kotri and sem. And na Ghana man panina na adodan kwa ekufado fellow Ghanaians atoso aduonu nkron wanu o my Ghana ekasa nsama hodo kan ye no and opay me beka bi e de akire. President of the Man National Association of Graduate Teachers in Nagrati, Wawura Angel Kabonu and watches up. And I know what to some and penny be chese I say same kwadani ya mom textbooks to be ya bema warm laptops BB I was watching kayo nen so as a sabani BB and some. And Chebiana Public Utility Regulatory Commission PUS for the two just said. And yam kanian in so bono wamo ahuri abone kakra the cost robeso hamunchemu edungoche Ghana phobia fraseka sase where can I am of Finchashane one PRC for say enye no crane and a pine sembika we mon matsasia maybe can kind a day asum me did him not say near bar me a form work after because you have to acquire swaba mabetoso
Sikka FM, track wine, Yan Yakron, 89.5, Sikka FM.
Sikka FM 89.5, yes, Suma Santi. Sikka FM 89.5, yes, Suma Santi.
Yes, Suma Santi, Ghana, my, we are seeing Aka Wafei, Mamingura, as so many more Ankasei. And now Ghana man Perin and Adodan Kwa Ekufado, fellow Ghanaians, one year Kasaya, Saran Kasa Honoa, COVID-19 Bremo Fras, and Yonia Kayanoa. Dia toso adronu enkron enie na ena mampani na na dodan kwa kufado nsambia wali to dwa ani se die COVID-19 ya wo ba ye yo manyi ama ya pa ya ho ye hunu ya sene mu kira ya pe ya hu afere ya ma ne baba yo ojugu baba eni ya ma mu biem wadwane kọ ya pam ne kra na wei enye so ofrase ya no obeka yo da bi woni COVID-19 task force no ehia ye awa butumi ewomu ye gotoni ma butumi yi ne da na toso edunso May 17th ana wone COVID-19 eye task force no ehia ye atoto adwene ehia ya eye amanse nyina mpomuden kubata World Health Organization ade abato woni so ahwe nsama omo so omo ka no so ana cheso omo abobodi nyina omo de ababesi process say COVID-19 ebini Ghana biem enu man pani say ehhehya hodo ne aso ahodo a yede tototo yakwanto ne aniema so esa COVID-19 tin say de hure yapaje ne nyina man pani ne nsam no ento aso yi.
So 3 weeks ago, on 5th May, the World Health Organization WHO announced that COVID was no longer a public health emergency of global concern. They're taking 3 years, 5 months, and 20 days of unbelievable tumult, unrelenting pain and suffering, and emotional turbulence of a world turned upside down. But we have at last heard the words for which we had all been praying. The scientists and health experts tell us that we know health emergency of international concern. They tell us also that there's evidence of reducing risks to human health from infections. This has led to the decreasing trend of COVID-19 related deaths, hospitalizations, and intensive care admissions. The world has also achieved the long hoped for immunity, and with improved clinical management, the experts say it is time to transition to long-term management of the COVID-19 pandemic. In other words, we can now breathe that collective sigh of relief. For even though we may still have to deal with sporadic, isolated outbreaks, the crisis itself has technically ended. The pandemic threat in Ghana is similar to the general global trend as announced by WHO. As of 15th May 2023, there have been 1,462 deaths attributable to COVID-19 in Ghana, with the last death being recorded on 8th January 2023. These are not mere figures or inconvenient statistics. They are dearly loved parents, sons and daughters, relations, friends and colleagues whom we shall continue to miss dearly. May their souls rest in perfect peace. I am glad to report that currently we do not have any critical or severe cases.
Oma COVID-19 ema moto ananu wansedu nyina Nyankopon form kra ensie yabusua ne so ya mo nyina ya akọ mampani ebi COVID-19 asem no waka IMF nso de yentie yi.
I owe to you, my compatriots, and to myself, to go to any length to bring the economy to the rude health it was in before the onset of the pandemic. When things came to the state where I concluded we had to go to the International Monetary Fund to access a facility for budgetary support, I gave a directive to the Minister of Finance to start the process. It was a painful decision for me to take because going to the IMF was not part of the economic transformation agenda I've been pursuing, especially as my government had gone the extra mile to bring to a successful end the IMF program we inherited from the previous government. But who would have imagined that President Akufo-Addo would order the closure of airports, offices, factories, or school? We were in extraordinary time and we took extraordinary measures. And when faced with the realities of the economic crisis last year, I accepted the challenge that the economy required a similar attitude, including the sacrifices many of us have made in recent times. Luckily, the International Monetary Fund has been most supportive, and we have ended up with having our program approved in record time, culminating in the formal approval by the IMF board on 17th May. As I'm sure we have all heard by now, the details of the program have been explained by officials of the fund and by our Minister for Finance and the Governor of the Bank of Ghana. The first tranche of $600 million United States dollars has been credited to our national account out of the $3 billion United States dollars that we have negotiated to receive within a period of 36 months. Fellow Ghanaians, access to the IMF facility will not spell the immediate end of the difficulties we are in presently. But the fact that we've been able to negotiate such a deal sends a positive message to our trading partners, creditors, and investors. A positive message that will be underpinned by the discipline, hard work, and enterprise with which we execute the program. It should lead to the restoration of confidence and the reopening of avenues that have been closed to us this past year and a half. It should also lead to the resumption of many of the infrastructural projects that have stalled.
Fellow Ghanaians, ye man pani nana adodan kwa Akufo-Addo. Merekasiano akwa enwomasem president the National Association of Graduate Teachers. Nagrati wawura Angel Kabono and Wachesa nano memenda bra mampani abede che Dr. Haji Mahmudu Bawumia. Ekasa odwade biase o ka sese say de abano at the laptops bre senior high school adisuafo no na ye de ababa yi textbooks ho no what ni nyina ya mampani abede chese laptops na ye de eba no textbooks ni nyina wo so enu achi akande ne niam ahodo edisua de kira de ni nyina da ewo laptop ne so ntinya fa na kwada wo kosuku a na books bonachi bebre ne trunks ni ne chobos mu nyina da ade na aban de sa hyehyɛ ne ba dia wo mo hwɛ sɛ internet no ejeja na so ba bia ansana laptop no aba na nkasa hyehyɛ ne de enye hyehyɛ bɔ ne kura wo wura Angel Kabonu.
Now, I understand that the laptop that the Vice President promised is a solar-powered laptop. So if it is truly a solar-powered laptop, then it solves the issue of the electricity. So what we'll be left with is the connectivity issue. If the schools do have connectivity, and the connectivity is sustainable. If the schools don't have connectivity, or they have but it is not sustainable, it presents a challenge. However, the way to go into the future is the application and use of IT, both for teachers and for students. Automating education is the way to go for the future. I am for digitalization, I am for automation, I am for the use of IT to supplement teaching and learning activities. I know very well that if we want to break the glass ceiling that opens the doors for the future, Ghana will have to take IT very, very seriously at every level.
President Adema Nagrate Ora Angel Kabono no chese ye solar laptop da chese light ni hokura ombetimi ayusu ye hianse wi abo na emom de aka ye internet no aban no enye ho adwuma ba mento aka sere so na menkopi UIC4 enchen wo mo ane yensuo ni enka ni abo ni ade eya wo mo hwe eka ho asema ya no mo de hobo ede aba na nanseya ana omo de betu dwase enyinam kane abo no ama so ade kwa wa hamu nchemo edungwatwe na chese hamu nchemo edungwatwe ntumu foforo aba beka ho ebeka ho Ghana for ye frase a ye kasa pa sansa ye bukura no ye huya ho so na light so to anu omutumu de ene na ayiriyo na no na Ghana for bin kasa mu no omo chese we na ka IMF nhihye ne wo conditionalities no a every IMF ne mo ba ko ene no ntina nkane abo no wo mo tutum sa no na no ana PS for ababonti abechem se da bi enka IMF conditionalities bia ho enye IMF ntino omo toto nkane abom na wo mo adwuma na wo hyehyeye ene ho mra ana omo de eye adwuma no chi no omo chese ye hye sapo bu so nkopa aboso bi emfa nyire yasire kete sanse ntumu no ebeba ba fena ntumu na nkasa bana za we de wo mo ade hohoro omo mpena dwa we ya wo tete ho awo na nkasa aveni aba behuro executive secretary edema PURC Dr. Ishmael Aka ninsemnie.
PURC our guidelines and regulations, we have to do 2 adjustments. The major tariff, which is for 3 years, it was done in September, way before the IMF, and quarterly adjustment after, so that we keep the value of the money. Quarterly adjustment is looking at mainly the exchange rate, inflation, the energy mix. So whether the IMF was in town or was not in town, per our guidelines, we were to do this. If the exchange rate drops drastically, let's say to about 8 cedis, inflation is below, let's say, 40%. The tariff can actually come back. So what I'm saying is that PURC, when we look at the Act Section 4, we are not subject to the influence of anybody. So we look at what is available, how much ECG needs to buy power and servers, how much NACO needs to buy power, Ghana Water needs to buy chemical. And based on all those factors, we look at their loss benchmarks and we come out with a figure.
IMF, wamo yu amuntumu. Executive Secretary Edema PURC, Dr. Ishmael Aka, enono. Maminko wye kasiano, aye task on 4 asye ye MPP amanyoko ne maya. Wamo wosi apa hudo mo nkabomko any taskon. Na watu ye nompa. Wamo eko school so ahudo mo amo new members ya abakuo ni mu no. Wamo kwa mo makwaba echirechire wamo bo matnasie ewo kuo ni mu. Wamo kwa mampon college of education technical college of education wamo kwa ho sanso no wamo kwa St Monica's na fei eye mampon nursing midwifery training school college so wamo kwa ho ya adisuan fofofofo wamo be test komano wamo ekoyo makwaba yo ma wa tu eche omo se adwuma kese esi amanyoko nani so na eno ne afimpino ane aduonu nan abato no breaking the 8 ne so omani so na amanyoko kese na nkasa yes adwuma na omo maburu e wo mo de omo tumi ntwa mo ho mfirim entesa so omo so pakwa amba fa so mba adwuma ne bi ade abo amanyoko no omo de ne de fa kasem kwa amba fa so a wo mba bo amanyoko ne ho dawuro no omo ban na tekonwa ne so no de ho dawura wo mo nkofa didi atam ne ensem bia emfa enhyemo eno ani asamte ya na edadwubade no asom asante mantam ha communication director edema NPP amanyoko no yowura Dennis Kwakwa wakasa dwubade na sei entina
being a tool for winning 2024 election. Yacheche muka kraba de hian say who is going to communicate. And until so our task of for good demo bebrebe no omo ni hana. Your friend said they can be good agents. And until I met them say even within the TESCON executive, their communication officers, someone trust will be put together interested people within TESCON. I'm prepared some person communicate my part. So the entity here will be able to media more frequent. I engage you in informal communication. What I mean is say en shada for mun push pass. You remember be to for mun na dia chi na no ayo we did not actually give them the message. Say ya chiro ma dia with them because some party pass. No mo think for more mundum sabe ne makakra abaya yenti. Omo ko mo to be now we are talking about effective communication. I don't think I'm a person bomb mu nyina no. Na mo the training I here. Say the baya wo timing. Oba the contest ya wakasa hwan no ne kasa. Impact be the baby. Sa na man ne fensa say the show mu here. Omo kasa part between anya mfa so in 2024 elections. I don't think obi o have a communicator possibly. And don't wanna prepare to pick them up and train them, so they are dache. Almost when you are taking on effective communication for the party. First, and now before the be president, communication can be due my referee Ghana. I will not say zero, but baby a chum now be correct so as all the Okarukusian or Yan or Diako. But then another don't go for the bear, I never quote me to free Ghana communication, political communication, money to be because what my Juma baby I won't fancy about Muda. So we have more to talk about. The Jawu Yasa, sorry, I come to the attempt. And Tiano there, I have a first baby of chum not to be the also, and then them free. I said, all can say, Bob, I say, Chomadia, and that year, a war about 10 years, Chomadia. I'm a first time now, the more red do near Bonteno crowd, the iron woman to be Canina, and no Maja could do the attempt. And here they are very sure, optimistic, say, some crying students will be a Piabon to communicate to the demon. If it's entertained, they more near my customer Canakas and also say, I don't bet me, and Untomuya, I didn't finish not in the day. I will just be also as I did a Kakra and Mujam said, we have to us here because political communication. So when you shake hand at the attempt, would you be at them? No, I bet me know about party back, what we dinner would do because of what the other side, and then I have found. And until you foot to the movie, I soon shot in video communication. Communication, a walk, Wakuma, your children known Tias, the own part between the wire, and the second of convince will be an independent survey. Over 2 years, who will be a sign, 2 out on the probably 2 about Academy of who we are then away.
And here, Ashanti Regional Communication Director, NPP, Dennis Kwakwa, my engineer semi-sona of Pain Samodwa, Minsakani, Fi Harmenfanina, and Sinasere Kwama Newsman for Kwame for Yabojo, Jidina Boneno, Ade Amame, some for your Falasa, Kuja, a crowd 94 years, I won't get up on my technician, no a DJ's pattern. One nation chin from Mano Edia Somme, between the Mantia near Bama, may a form wa Kafna, Madame Nina say, I'm a more anything, and nay, Dwada. Of a last Kuja Boba, Casapra Jumedi, editor. So,